Z93. Isn't that sex way, baby? Z93 is WZGC, Atlanta.
A gracious good morning to you. This is Ernestine Tomlin's clone. Today's special broadcast will not be heard, so that we may bring you this regularly scheduled program.
Pull off the rug. Turn on lights. Power supply. Amplifiers. Turntables. Microphones. Curtain ready. Stand by for transmitter switch. That's it. He's on the air.
Huh? We're on the air.
I'm rolling up my sleeves
I know, but
so we can get ready to go to work here.
the music already started here, Brian. We're going to be late.
And now, from the middle of the batting cage,
Located right in the middle of Little Lindsay's spring training parlor
Foul Ball Collection Center,
and Bob Horner retraining drill,
just blocks away from the Bobby Cox job search.
and a mere 26 miles down lovely Highway 78 across acres of concrete and kudzu from Snellville.
Strike three!
Yes, it's the strikeout capital of the Western Hemisphere.
Comes the first baseline portion of the Ross and Wilson Show.
With Andy Kirk and the boys providing the musical answer, Old Man River.
To the rhetorical question, what does Johnny Rivers call his grandfather?
You're cracked.
Ross and Wilson loves Atlanta on Z93.
Are you a music...
Z93, it is 6:08.
8 minutes after 6 o'clock, it is Wednesday morning. It is the 23rd of April, the year 1947. Welcome to the nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show. Good morning to ye. Well, what a day. This has been, what a rare mood I'm in. It's almost like being in debt.
Oh, you can say that again.
Well, here we are, back at the old listening post again. Boy, are we going to have some fun with Fantasy Island this morning? I can't wait.
We are?
Well, I already opened a couple of letters.
Oh, good.
Yeah, listen, oh, by the way, I meant to want to remind everyone right off the bat that that we're going to be putting all of you that wrote in wanting to be on the here on the guests in the audience, the studio audience here at the Ross and Wilson Show. We're going to put all those letters in a big box and have the drawing a week from today.
Oh, good.
And it gives you and since you got a Friday deadline anyway, that'll give everybody who always dreamed about that but never had the guts to put it down and get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may be asking yourself, what's that roaring sound I hear in the background there while you guys are talking?
Hey, what's that roar? It sounds like a wind tunnel.
Well, as a matter of fact, it is, friends. Once again, the cracked CNS Bank air conditioning here in our building has gone on the fritz, and we are making do with this primitive windmill that's carefully mounted right outside the window here. Those of you coming to work downtown will probably notice this rare, strange-looking appendage hanging out the window about 9 floors above the ground here.
Yeah, well,
there it is, friends.
Congratulations.
Truly incredible. If I wonder when the Iceman cometh.
Yeah.
Speaking of ice.
Yeah, it's going to be sunny and warm today. We may reach 90 today.
We're already 90 here in the control room.
Weatherman says a high around 88 or 89. Then fair tonight, low right around 55.
Well, it's a beautiful morning right now, I can tell you that. It is marvelous. Temperature's about 50 degrees, and here we are back once again. The nearly famous Ross and Wilson team on Z93. Get your water rings ready and stand by your phone. We're going to paddle over to Fantasy Island early this morning. Watch.
Packed in the morning,
Z93 is nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show at 6:13, 13 minutes after 6 o'clock. Well, in sports news, the Falcons were idle last night.
Yeah. and the Braves were too.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, no, they played, but they were idle, if you understand what I mean. Bob Horner's agent says that Horner is not going to report to the Richmond Farm Club.
Oh, yeah?
No matter whether the Braves send him there or not, he's not going to report. Well, that's what he says.
Well, good for him.
I'm sure Art
Let him go in
Ekman,
the corner and pout.
Art Ekman and John Young will have details coming up.
Put him on the disability list.
On upcoming editions of the News Magazine.
Put him on mental waivers.
Well, now there's an idea.
Delta is ready when you are.
A Z93 listener comment. This comment is in response to the listener from Michigan who objected to Southerners being hostile towards citizens from the North. Well, I think this citizen should look at both sides of the coin. Many Northerners make snide remarks about citizens from the South, and too often they think that we, the South, never would have made it without them, when quite the opposite is true. The South had their own money and president and was ready to split from the North. But the North realized they couldn't survive without Southern agriculture, and so the South suffered. I really think the listener was overreacting to the situation. No one is liked by everyone. A listener in Atlanta.
Jamie McCann submitted this week's winning comment and receives dinner for two at the New Manor Restaurant on Peachtree. Elegant dining in an English country manner.
Ah, yes. 6:16. 16 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Yeah, well, it's here we are. It's Wednesday. You got 48 hours
48 hours.
to get your entries in.
That's right, for Fantasy Island. Remember, the address is Ross and Wilson's Fantasy Island.
There's
care of
Z93.
Atlanta
30365.
365. That's as easy as that.
That's
Send in
right.
25 words or less. You could be a big winner here on the Ross and Wilson Show.
Yeah, I had a real interesting one yesterday. Somebody wrote in, said they wanted their parents moved to Marietta.
No. Oh?
Yeah.
From where?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have brought this up. It was really kind of a kinky, really kind of a personal, really kind of a. I don't really know how to explain it.
Oh?
You know, they were already dead. You know, they wanted them interned up there. It was really incredible.
Z93, the biggest part of me.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
6:20.
20 minutes after 6 o'clock, although you are doing a lot better.
Don't want to discuss it. I lost 33 pounds in 3 months. I think that's pretty good.
Well, what's your secret? A lot of women have been calling up, and men too, wanting to know how you've managed to slim down to the 290 that you're at now.
Well, first of all, I cut out booze.
Oh, the heck you did.
Well,
You
I cut
two-fisted
out a lot of it.
Oh, I got you.
Second of all, I cut out soft drinks.
Soft drinks.
Yeah.
What do you mean you cut it? Yes, you're eating a drink. You were guzzling a Hawaiian Punch this morning.
Well, that's vitamin C there.
Oh,
and I
bull.
just have 2 glasses.
Two glasses of what?
a day of like a soft drink or something like that.
Oh.
That's it.
That's
I used to drink like a gallon of Coca-Cola a day or something like that.
Uh-huh.
A couple of those big liter bottles and
Yeah.
a lot of calories. A lot of calories. If you can drink the like Tab or something like that, that helps a lot too.
Oh, yeah?
And then I only eat 1 meal a day.
Well, let me look something up here.
Yeah.
Wow. I was looking up the calories in a liter of Jack Daniels that I drank last night.
Yeah. See what I mean? See what I mean?
Atlanta wakes up in the morning with Ross and Wilson, Z93.
Cha-cha-cha. 6:25, 25 minutes after 6 o'clock. There's Floyd Kramer and the theme from Dallas. And that's John Young's favorite TV show.
Well, it's
Next to Officer Dunn.
It was the #1 rated show.
Well, why not? And we got the #1 rated program director.
That's right.
mean.
Time for us to pop over to Studio B, speaking of which.
John just got another offer from Macon the other day.
Oh, boy. You've been saying a high near 90 for it.
Yeah, it's right here in the control room, John.
Oh,
Right.
no.
We've already got 90 degrees right here.
Shouldn't have worn what I wish you'd call on someone not to wear good clothes today, but it's hot.
Well, how was I to know that the maintenance department had, killed the squirrel?
We called them yesterday. I guess they just forgot.
Well,
You know how they are.
we talked to Betty about the wrench.
So I guess Ross wins, huh?
Yeah, wins what?
Well, Braves won last night.
The Braves won.
10 innings.
It was close.
I guess I must have gone to bed early.
3-2, 10 innings. Yeah, I think it just seemed like all night long. But Braves beat San Diego 3-2 last night.
Yeah, but I understand Bob Horner says he isn't going to report to Richmond now.
He says all he wants to do is get out of the Braves organization.
That's
which
a great idea.
Maybe what Turner had in mind in the first place.
Yeah,
but he
right.
says he's not going to Richmond, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, here's the match. Here's your contract. Have at it, Bobby.
Ah, boy.
And go over in the corner and pout.
Well, he wants to leave. Then, of course, we had Greg Brazina leaving the Falcons. So Bennett there is left having a pretty key person to replace. Another rebuilding program. Whenever we get some momentum going with the Falcons, have to have a slight rebuilding process, I guess.
All right, let's call Lehman and tell him that Horner's available.
Now there's an idea.
Probably could use a good tackling dummy.
Yeah.
He could go right beside Harmon Wages.
There you go. 6:27. What else is happening, John?
Well, let's see. We got a big brown turkey that ran afoul of White House security yesterday. It
Maynard.
fouled up the attention of all the reporters. Turkey flew into a tree on the front lawn of the White House, and it caused so much commotion that President Carter called his news secretary for an explanation of how in the world a turkey got on the White House property. Humane Society workers and White House police failed in efforts to capture the turkey, and at last report, it was strutting through the tulip beds in Washington. Maybe just a coincidence, but the White House menu today includes sliced turkey and cranberry sauce, so maybe it was somebody that was supposed to have been sold and used for dinner.
First it was an attack rabbit, now a turkey.
Well, there's always some crisis. It's either a ran or a turkey on the front yard.
Boy, they can't handle either one, can they?
Always something. No, they could not capture it. What did happen last night was a bit of a surprise because yesterday we were telling you that Kennedy and Bush needed must-wins. Well, look what happened. Ted Kennedy won a victory in the Pennsylvania Democratic primary with 90% of the districts reporting at this hour. Kennedy now has a 2-point lead, 47-45 over Carter. Like Kennedy, George Bush scored an upset, saved his campaign. George Bush beat Ronald Reagan by a comfortable margin last night. Well, Iran's not taking any chances, are they? To guard against a possible Western trade embargo, if the U.S. hostages should not be released by mid-May, Iran has now opened up talks with the Soviet Union. And the Soviet Union is going to be very, very cooperative with the people in Iran in case we do pose those sanctions. 2 Democratic congressmen who were implicated in the FBI's AB scam investigation, well, guess what? They won in Pennsylvania yesterday. The AB scam operation apparently did not hurt Ozzie Myers. He beat 14 challengers. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon thinking he'd be vulnerable after this AB scam operation. And Raymond Ledbetter beat 7 opponents yesterday up in Pennsylvania. The federal court jury in the bank fraud trial of Bert Lance returns for its 3rd day of deliberations today. They left at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon without making any decision. A Wrightsville protest leader says a meeting between blacks and whites to discuss racial strife accomplished absolutely nothing. The sheriff down in Johnson County disagrees. He says it opened dialogue anyway. John Martin, who is head of the Wrightsville Southern Christian Leadership Conference, made his comments over in Dublin yesterday, and he said his group will continue to march to protest what he says is discrimination by local officials. News magazine time is 6:30. Forecast calling for a high today. The upper 80s might even hit 90. We're at 65. John Young on the Wednesday Ross and Wilson Show with Z93's News magazine.
Z93, 635 and a half. Ooh, witchy woman.
Oh, it's the Ross and Wilson Show.
Where did she come from?
And time for us to remind you about Jukebox Saturday night, tonight at Joe Rigatoni's.
Yes, friends. I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
What's the good news?
Well, the good news is that the nearly famous Ross and Wilson team will be joining a host of folks from Griffin that won their Fantasy Island fantasy by having dinner with us and joining us for the Ross and Wilson Show.
Well, what's the bad news?
Bad news is this is our last night at Joe Rigatoni's.
Oh.
Yes, the crowds have just been too overwhelming. We've done a little structural damage, bursting out the walls down there, and we've got to lay out for a couple of weeks while they do some repairs.
You mean to tell me the jukebox won't be there anymore on Wednesday night?
Well, the jukebox will be there, but we won't.
Oh.
Well, you have to go out there and enjoy yourself without our fun and frivolity. So why don't you come out and join us for our grand finale tonight at Joe Rigatoni's.
All right.
You can join us for a little din-din out there. And
boy, they got the best lasagna in town. And,
listen, I
all
tell
their
you.
veal specialties.
That Riga steak is incredible.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to figure out how to make that one myself. The only part I got right is the garlic.
I think it's a family recipe from Chef Carmine Costello.
Yeah, one way or the other. Oh, by the way, if you haven't gotten your copy of Newsweek magazine yet, pick it up on the way to work today. You can read all about Joe Rigatoni's national write-up there on page 112, 115, something like that. Got a picture of the spaghetti bar and everything. It's really something.
So come on down, join us for dinner at Joe Rigatoni's. Then right after that, it's Jukebox Saturday night.
Over in the ballroom at Joe Rigatoni's. We're going to have some fun tonight.
At Joe Rigatoni's.
Starts at 9 o'clock. It's right up there on, it's right off of, right there on, it's right nearby. It's right near.
Time out.
Huh?
Thank you. Windy Hill Road, right between I-75 North and Highway 41 North.
I was going to say that.
Eat at Joe's.
I was going to say that.
Joe Rigatoni's.
In the Buford Claremont Mall and now open in Sandy Springs.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed you do.
6:38.
Well, it's 38 minutes after 6.
And 22 before 7 o'clock, Ross and Wilson reminding you could win a $250 Gloria Vanderbilt wardrobe.
Just what I've always wanted. Hey! Oh, sorry.
Just by listening into the Randy Reeves Show and winning an Ellery Queen mystery.
Oh, boy.
It's as easy as that. Get yourself a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans on the Randy Reeves Show middays between 10 and 2 here at Z93.
Sunny and warm in Atlanta today. High maybe near 90 degrees.
Then down to 55 tonight.
About 50 degrees or so right now on a beautiful morning here on the Ross and Wilson Show. Z93's nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show.
6:42.
18 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We are going to paddle ourselves over to Fantasy Island here right after this record.
Oh, boy.
A little Earth, Wind, and Fire music for you here on Z93's nearly famous Ross and Wilson Show. Z93, it's 6:47, 13 minutes away from 7 o'clock. There's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You can win a bunch of music tonight on Michelle's show.
Oh, yeah.
From 6 to 10, she has $250 in merchandise of your choice at Hi-Fi Buys.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is be the 10th caller to tell her how many records we played in a continuous music hour between 8 and 9.
Is that the way they do that?
It's as easy as that.
How she did that.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible? Oh, by the way.
What?
I see that Sequoia High School in Doraville is the high school Michelle's going to salute tonight.
That's right, 7 o'clock.
Salute!
Yeah, all you kids at Sequoia High School up in Doraville, you want to tune in tonight at 7 o'clock, get your request played and stuff like that. It's all happening here at Z93.
Well, remember me?
At the Omni.
Sounds like a great show. 6:50. 6:50.
Boy, you'll get away with me now.
10 minutes before 7 o'clock. Hey, on the highways and byways, John Young reports everything's moving at the speed limit. No accidents reported this time.
Glad to hear it.
So at 6:50, you're up to date on the Ross and Wilson show.
And now, time to make our first little junket over to Fantasy Island, friends. This one came in. This one came in a little while ago. This is a goodie.
Yeah?
Yeah, this one was easy to do. It's always nice to get one of the easy ones.
Who is this from?
This one came in from right here in Atlanta on Bramblewood Drive. Renee Weinberg says, "Dear talented Ross and Wilson." I like that part.
I like the start already.
Yeah, this girl's obviously got taste and perception. Says, "My fantasy is to ride over Atlanta's beautiful skies in a hot air balloon."
Oh.
She says, "Y'all can come with me if you like."
Yeah.
I'm available weekends.
Available?
Hey.
Wait a minute here.
Shut up, Ross.
Oh.
I got here first. Yeah, I have to take the balloon ride.
Right.
Yeah, so I tell you what, I think I'm going to give her a call here. I kind of spec'd this one out yesterday, and
right.
let's see, it's 634.
Dials the phone there.
8 there. Okay, all right. Okay. Good morning. Is Renee Weinberg in, please? Okay.
Brian? I can't hear the phone.
Oh. Get on there.
It's all right.
There we go. We spent half our life on phone here.
I know.
Renee?
Yes?
This is Brian Wilson at Z93 Radio calling.
Hello? Yes?
How you doing this morning?
Well, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm all right. To wake you up?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, good. I always like waking people up, especially while we're doing this Fantasy Island thing. I see in your letter here you want to take a ride in a hot air balloon.
I sure do.
I got you covered.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I got you all fixed up to take a little weekend jaunt in the, I tell you what I did. I called the Flames. You know, the Flames hockey team. I called their front office. I talked to them. They got a beautiful hot air balloon. And they said they'd be just tickled to take you up for a ride.
Oh, that's I can't. When is it?
Well, it's whenever you want to go. I'll give you a special number to call, and you can set it up with those folks over there with the balloon.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's terrific.
You're darn right it's
I
terrific.
believe it. I didn't think I was going to get it. I just thought it was a joke. But it isn't.
No joke. Got you all set up for a ride in the Flames hot air balloon.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay, the only thing you got to do is make sure to wave when you go over our house.
Ross and Wilson loves Atlanta on Z93.
Z93. There you have it. 6:55, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock with Fleetwood Mac and Think About Me. And we've already had one winner already on the Fantasy Island.
That's right. Your chance to win will be coming up again next hour here at Z93. First,
don't forget, you got a midnight deadline Friday night to get your fantasy in here to the station.
Send it into Ross and Wilson's Fantasy Island.
Z93.
Atlanta.
30365.
That's right. It's as easy as that. Now, since it's 6:55 and a half, time to pop over to Studio B and check in with the award-winning John Young.
Okay.
Hello, John.
Good morning.
No surprises for you.
No surprise. Nice day, pretty day. It's going to be in the upper 80s, maybe near 90. No traffic problems. Everything's going lovely except for the air conditioning, and we'll get that fixed in a minute.
A minute? Can I quote you on that?
A couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes.
All right.
All right, go.
All right, at 6:56.
Hello.
This is Ross and Wilson.
Yeah, Super Hair and the Roswell Mall are searching for the Super Hair Superhead guys and gals of Atlanta.
Join us.
Ross and Wilson.
That's us.
And Z93's Michelle.
She's the good-looking one.
Saturday, May the 3rd for all the fun.
Judging will be based on super long,
Super short,
curly,
straight,
carefree,
and super style.
sugarless gum.
You don't know. You don't have to be super good looking.
No?
Just have a super good looking head of hair.
You hear that, Harmon?
To enter, you must register at Super Hair's Roswell Mall or Canton Highway, Marietta locations.
WZGC, Atlanta's remarkable radio station.
Z93.
It's going to be a sunny and warm day for Atlanta, high in the upper 80s, might even hit 90. Right now, 61 degrees at 7:01. John Young on the Wednesday Ross and Wilson Show with Z93's News Magazine.